Why don't you come on in here, everybody that's got 2 eyes, 2 ears, 5 senses. Get on in here, and we'll chat. Because this is the podcast for empathy and imagination. My name is Aubrey Cloutier.
And I am Drew Clark. I would like to acknowledge you for taking time out of your day to listen to the podcast for empathy and imagination. We explore the world's topics, our feelings of others, and try to apply empathy and imagination to see where that takes us. Of course, this show is brought to you by you, the listener. If you'd like to contribute to this fantastic show, please go to Patreon/empathy and imagination or YouTube. Give us a thumbs up, a like, a comment, a subscribe. Lots of people are doing it. Just go ahead and join the herd. Of course, think about this. Everyone needs phone calls. Everybody needs phone calls to work. You got all kinds of wires and angles and Wi-Fi and computing and stuff, and sometimes you need to hire a professional, and that's what we did. We hired Zeist Digital, ZICED.net, ZICED.net for all technical computer solutions of every type. Also, this podcast is brought to you by Clark Pool and Spa. You go to clarkpoolspa.com, and if you are in the greater Contra Costa County area, we can service all of your pool and spa needs. Regular service, repairs, updates, solar, you name it, we can do it. So, folks, thank you. We're back. Aubrey's back. We're here. It's been some weeks, and I've really missed it, and I'm glad to be here, and I think I'm going to start celebratorily with, in fact, opening this canister of fine ale by Lagunitas. It's the 12th of Never, and I'd like to thank Aubrey for this. He brought this for me as a gift.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
It's one of their crispest.
Yeah, well, you had this at my wedding.
Yes.
Holy moly.
We did.
Right out of the can, just fresh. It's like drinking grape juice, but for grown-ups.
It's probably the highlight of your wedding.
Was this beer?
Yeah.
Not all the beautiful.
I mean, there was like the getting married and stuff, but
yeah.
let's be honest. It's
the
the
beer was
Lagunitas.
awesome. So yeah, let's check in. If it's all right with you, I'll go first.
Sure.
There's been a good kind of stress in the financial realm. Is that thing going? I don't think that baby's going. There's been some good kind of stress. Like there's a lot of people all of a sudden that need, pool and spa repairs. Like, people are thinking about it and they're like, oh man, I want to improve stuff. I need a new pump, all these things. And it's really exciting because of course it means that I have work and can make extra money. And of course, that's would be very helpful right now. But it's funny because it's all at once, and there's like, oh, what day are you going to fit and still get everyone?
Oh, summer's coming.
Yeah. So what's the work? You got to do stuff, and I'm just trying to balance that and, like, not piss people off and just remember it's, I'm not going to die. Everything's okay. And if I mess one thing up, I'm not messing everything up, They're all individuals. So.
Right.
Yeah, so that's been on the mind, been doing that. Of course, everyone knows my wife is pregnant. That's still going good. We saw little flippers, and they did another ultrasound, and there was like thank you, yeah, there was some arm flappers and leg flappers and kind of a torso and a brain. And it was 10 weeks old in the image, and the doctor was like, oh, that's a tall 10-weeker. And I was like, yeah, I'm 6'2".
It's like putting the measuring tape up to the ultrasound.
She did.
Did she?
Actually did.
She actually did that.
She measured it. She's like, that's
wow.
a tall one.
Well, it looks
She
like
used
a tall
computers
one, huh?
to do it,
Was she like, looks like he might be good at basketball.
Well, she
You got
didn't
him
go that
signed
far.
up early.
Well, she didn't go that far, but I was like, I played basketball. Is it a tall boy? No, I'd be happy with any gender, just healthy. That's my goal. So yeah, thinking a lot about that.
Cool.
People are like,
That's exciting.
What's the gender? Do you know? And it's like, I do want to know. I'll be happy with whatever. Just come out, regularly, even-ish.
I mean, are you going to wait to find out, or are you
No.
going to
We're going to go in
figure
and
it
go,
out as soon
give
as
me
possible?
the blood test.
Yeah.
What do we got here? nowadays super early. They will take a placenta sample, and they will learn if there's anything wrong with the fetus really early. And some people have even gone like, well...
What would you do?
Well, yeah. They go like, well, if there's something like an extra 23rd chromosome, 24th, Down syndrome.
Right.
Some people elect to terminate and restart.
Right.
You know? It's like you got to really think about everyone's life. Their life, other people's lives. And that's like... That directly relates to the fact that I now have a freezer full of chickens that I murdered. And so there's like...
It relates.
It relates, and I'm like, whoa. You know, so I really don't know. I'm, of course, for women's right to choose. It's their bodies. I think it'd be cool if men had a say, but ultimately it's not my body.
Right. In terms of credibility and skin in the game,
I feel like I should get a 20% say.
Less.
I'll take 20% say.
Something like that, 15.
Yeah.
But,
That's
you
not
know,
my body.
if the consensus of women agrees on one certain
Then that's
way
it.
that the law should be, I mean, that's fine.
That's it. So they have. So, yeah, I mean, of course, so far everything's great. I actually expect everything to be normal. I think the hard part will not be like something wrong with the child. The hard part will be raising the child. So that's really what I'm focusing on. I'm going like, all right, how do I try to prepare to like have something that can't live on its own around me all the time?
Right. For the rest of your life.
Yeah. And like I literally need to support it in every way for 20 years and then probably more after that, thus my life, you know?
Right.
So
yeah, that's tough.
It's just a new family member.
It's crazy.
I get a a sibling that happens to be lower than me in the hierarchy of rules or something. Like it's my duty to build barriers and encourage, flourishment. And I've been thinking a lot about that. That's been on my mind.
How did the chicken murdering go?
It was intense. I got out a bunch like a serial killer. I put plastic all over a table outside, and I really was a serially killed one at a time in order. I pulled the guts out. I did the whole thing. Pulled the whole guts out. They were like going burp a few minutes before.
Did just with a butcher knife?
We did a huge amount of research, and the first thing we did was it's most humane. Hang them upside down, slit the neck. They bleed out, pass out, die gently, almost no pain. And then I watched somebody take a hatchet to a bird's head, similarly, but just a hatchet to a block, and it seemed way faster. There was less dripping and splashing. In the first one, I got blood all over me, like all over my legs, all over the floor, all over Rebecca. I was like, oh my God. I did it right. I did what the video said, but it's just not a preferred method. So I know some people are grossed out right now. I know some of the audiences are vegans, and I applaud your veganness. I'm not vegan, and I feel like it would be cool if I stepped up to the plate if I'm not going to be vegan.
Right. Skin in the game.
Skin in the game. So the second
you eat meat, but you're also preparing it, raising it.
I'm raising it, I'm caring for it,
yourself.
I'm killing it, packaging it, cooking it all myself. And it's like, well, fuck. You can't. It's hard to complain with me because I'm circumventing the main argument vegans have, which I agree with, that is factory farming is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Whole thing.
Yes.
So, doing things to not do that. Thinking about being a dad. I'm finally riding my bike again. We had a lovely freaking bike ride pre-show today. That was awesome. Climbing the mountains.
Yeah, basically, I don't know, a few miles uphill,
It's
and
like
a few miles downhill.
Yeah. It's like you go down. It's a big bowl. You go down it, and then up it, then down it, then up it. And that's basically what that ride is.
And DPW cleaned up that roadkill pretty quick. I didn't see it on the way back.
Oh, yeah? Huh. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got up to 39.7 miles an hour. It was jamming. I would be good at downhill racing. I would be good at that because of my massive size.
39.
Yeah. It's going fast. It was really fun. So that feels good. Doing that at least once a week. We're going to be setting up a Bike Order Warriors trip soon. Of course, last episode, you guys found out what the Bike Order Warriors were. Yeah. So my check-in I'm just gonna say I have a little bit of a garden update, but that's
Okay.
not part of my check-in. So I am gonna say there's my check-in.
Garden update separate.
It's separate. Yeah, I want to keep that as a separate entity.
Checked in.
That's cool.
That's part of our check-in.
Yeah, you can just leave that there. It'll be fine. Seriously, it's safest there.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess I'll check in.
Yeah, please do.
So, yeah, my stepdad passed away. That's the big news.
Man.
I don't know how much I want to talk about it.
Yeah, fair
It's
enough.
kind of like just rather concentrate on doing this and having fun and hanging out with my buddies.
Yep. Hear that?
But he was suffering for a while. He went in for heart surgery in December.
Yeah.
And the surgery went okay, I guess, but it was like everything else kind of fell apart after the surgery. Kidneys, like he could barely talk. He had a food tube. He had the dialysis. So it wasn't pleasant existence to be in. And so they decided to just take him off all the support systems, life support systems. And they thought he would last like a week or something, but he lasted like a day because he was so damaged. So, yeah, it's pretty morbid. And, you know, mixed feelings, but it's pretty sad. I mean, it's a human life. So much like history up in the old noggin is
Yeah.
just gone.
Yeah.
That's very sad.
I hear that.
But also life goes on.
Mhm.
So best way to honor the dead is to maximize life, I guess.
Is there anything we could honor him with now? Something to say?
I don't have anything ready,
Yeah.
but he did write a lot of poetry, and I think at some point I'll bring some of that in.
That would be a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Poetry and some visual art stuff too.
Okay.
Collage. He was very into collage. So yeah, that was the major thing. You had a birthday. That was fun. Camping.
Yeah.
We recorded in the studio. Another
Yeah.
band recorded in the
You've
studio.
been talking about that for a while.
So this place, Light Rail, which is in San Francisco, near Bernal Heights.
Yo.
And it's hello.
There we go.
We had sort of a connection there, so discount thing might be happening.
That's cool.
But it was very cool. We sort of piggybacked. Our drummer was recording other stuff for another band, and he suggested they just leave his drum set up and we just go in, so there wouldn't be any drum setup. Drums would already be there, set up, mic'd. So that cut our time down. So we did 5 songs in 2 days. Didn't finish, but we got pretty much everything for those 5 songs.
That's great.
Well, not everything, but like the basics. You know, we didn't. There's still some overdubs to be done and mixing, mastering. But all the rhythm parts are done.
Let's talk about how does it feel to have that finally in the can?
Feels pretty good. It was. I didn't know what to expect, so I think I was a little nervous going into the studio.
Yeah.
But everyone's like completely relaxed, and no one's like complaining about your bass,
Or like freaking out or yelling.
Oh, you don't have you have shitty pickups or something, But that's the old way of thinking. I don't really think like that
Yeah.
since last week. So it was completely great. They have a great big main performance room super high ceiling. It's probably like 40 feet.
Whoa.
And here's a picture.
Oh, here.
Let me see if I can do this.
Oh, shit. Here we go. That's fucking cool.
And that's the drums set up in the big room.
Can we swipe? Do we have another?
That's all I got on
All right,
this
cool.
on this
Yeah.
baby. But so that was, yeah. I mean, it was fun. It's like the most fun in the world. Just sit there and
I think it's that microphone.
sit there and track.
Yeah.
It's a blast, and we did most things in like 2 takes.
Really?
Few were 1 take.
Wow.
The main thing, we just get the drums and the bass down,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a testament, I think, to him and he and I, that we just fucking knocked it out. And I got a lot of compliments, so that was nice. It's good to feel that support.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can play a song actually if you want to hear.
Let's fucking do it.
But that's basically my check-in.
Okay, well,
Really positive experiences and really negative experiences.
let me just say thank you.
Thanks for listening.
Well, I appreciate you sharing the hard stuff and the good stuff too.
So this one is called Friends Like These.
Okay. Thank you.
He said, you're losing your integrity. Then she said, you must be making enemies. Then out I go, thinking on the patio that they can't know. I'm tuning up my radio, and now I'm behind my calendar, and you can't find a sturdy hook and ladder. And that's why saving all my energy was catching up, something I could never be. For days on end, and months and years in REM, and we thought we'd interfere with everything, and we've got the questions and the answers to all life's queries. Even your memories are yours, they're ours. The cut and paste and memorize and hide those scars. You got no right to plagiarize with friends like these. Give me some enemies. Give me some enemies. And don't give too much yourself. You'll be sorry. So now we're cautious like an elephant, but war is won. There must be some new evidence, and I'm all wet. The jury can deliberate. I'll pay my debts faster than an elephant gets in a stampede, waiting for a cliff that's paved with gold. Pussy willow methadone, and that's why I'm saving all my energy. Was catching up, something I can never be. And give me some enemies. Be careful, be nice to them. Be nervous, don't give too much yourself. You'll be sorry. sorry. He said, she said, he said, she said, he said, she said, he said.
It's gonna be a fade out at the end.
Dude.
Friends Like These by Orville.
Wow, that sounded really good, really professional.
Doesn't it sound good?
Super clear.
Those drums sound it's like the toms.
Like
Just,
they're really good. It's a good sound.
Fucking great.
I know. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
Cool.
That's my first sounds good. Do you have a sounds good? Do you want
You
to
know,
take a call?
Let's take the call and then I have a sounds good. We have a caller.
Do we have a caller?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see. Hello?
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 Hey, is this Claire?
Hey. Yes, it is.
Hey, welcome to the podcast.
How are you guys?
We're doing pretty good. I mean,
Oh,
I'll
thanks.
speak for myself. I'm happy. Good to hear from you.
Cool. And sounds like things are good in your life. So that's awesome.
Yes.
How are you, and did you enjoy the song?
Yes, I did. I did. I actually was out. I would have ran home. So I'm actually in my car. I went in my car, hear your, listen to some of your podcasts and drive home.
Huh.
Cool. We got some of that. Yeah.
Now I'm in.
Yeah.
Are you on a mountaintop or underwater? She's underwater, I think.
I think it's underwater.
Well, I hope she calls back. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well,
you have a garden update, you said?
yeah. Let's do the garden update. All right. So, you heard some of it about the chicken death, but first, here's this.
Welcome to the newly named Metal Witch Farms.
Oh, I see what's happening.
Here is just
Let's
a
see.
little baby.
Hello?
Hasn't even opened yet.
Hey.
Connection's not that great.
Okay. Do you want me to call you back in a little bit? Or
Yeah, call us
call
back.
you on the other number?
Call us back in a little bit on the other number.
Okay, because I'm going to drive home, and I probably won't know what you're talking about. But
Okay.
I will call anyhow. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Have a great podcast. I will talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
Thank you. Cool. Well, that was interesting. She's like traveling.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I think we're call free for now. What are we gonna?
Well, we just did the garden update. It was happening simultaneously as that phone call.
Okay, nice.
uh,
The video.
uh-huh. So yeah, we've got. Hello. Is it a debt collector? Yeah, so I was just showing some baby bunnies. They've actually grown
Okay.
since then. The bunnies are now hopping out of the nest and running around a little bit. They are freaking cute.
Do you? You haven't killed any bunnies yet.
No, I haven't killed any bunnies yet. But I see some cute bunnies that I think that is the inevitability. I'm going to go in the freezer. It's like, but they get a whole safe, fun life up to like full grown, and then they have one bad second.
It's true.
Like 10 seconds, not even. It's like half a second. Boop. All of a sudden they're being held, next second they're dead.
I guess it is pretty quick.
There's no build up or anything. I'm not going to like scare them a bunch and then burn them a little and then kill, it's not. Just separate the head from the spinal column real quickly and then it's over.
I guess you could make this. I think that the same argument was made for the guillotine, the French Revolution.
Yeah.
That it was the
more
most humane.
That they used to just hack at people with
Yeah.
swords. And I was like, whoa.
And then it's like morphine. Just use morphine.
Oh, they were hammered a lot, too.
Because then you can be pleasant. You can have a good experience and die at the same time.
Okay. Nice. So the phone number is on the screen. If you are currently watching this live and want to chime in on our topics, the phone number is now available on the screen. Go ahead and call right in to that phone number. Phone number is 510-859-4173. Also, if you're listening to this podcast in the future, you can call now and leave a voicemail. And we will get your message. And if we find it funny or interesting, we'll consider sharing it live on the show here. Like, say, for example, if you acted out a play or maybe spoke on a current event in a funny voice or something like that. I mean, combinations are endless. Also, we accept video. If you've done a funny thing and want to share it with the podcast for Empathy and Imagination, you just go to youtube.com and you put it on the comments of this video. Cool. So, it's time for The Other Sounds Good. That's what time it is.
Time for the other sounds good.
That's what time it is. So, this I made on my phone in about 3 hours on Wednesday. I then edited it for about 30 minutes last night. All on the phone. This is pre-lyrics. I'm proud of it. I feel pretty good about it. And let's listen and maybe, I don't know, see what happens.
Nice.
Here we go.
I like it.
That song is called The Old Truth by yours truly. Okay. Yeah, man. That was a blast to write. That was fun. Thinking about lyrics. Don't really have any yet. I'll let you guys know when I do, but I wanted to share that. And it's like, it sounds good, you know?
It sounds great.
Doesn't it, though?
Down from where I am, down here.
Where are you? Where are you, Albrecht?
I'm down in this artisanal well. Just wanted to say good job on the... Sounds good.
Are the bricks artisanal?
Everything is artisanal down at the bottom of this well.
So, can you see the future of artisanalness down there?
I think I gotta keep digging. I'm not supposed to be talking to you, but I gotta keep digging and we'll find some more artisanal water.
Wow. If I lower a pail down to you, can I bring some up?
Oh, hey man.
Oh.
I'm right here.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, I crawled up real quick.
Thank you. Wow. That's cool.
But the answer is yes.
Okay. Okay. Right on.
Okay, let me do... You know what it's time for? It's time for our science update.
Thank gosh.
Okay? Now, if any of these pique your interest, let me know.
I got Play-Doh up on the screen right now, so yeah.
Sweet. Can artificial intelligence help find alien intelligence?
Fuck yeah.
Huh?
Absolutely.
Searching for exoplanets using AI, algorithms, new search techniques. You know, if we had like a Hubble telescope version 2.0 and it could like move around and it's AI controlled, so it can get the optimal position always, and like it's constantly doing things, optimizing its its views. That would be pretty cool. Also, I heard this a rumor of some crypto company bragging that they had launched like a server, like a crypto node server on like a Chinese satellite.
And it's in space?
Yeah. I think it might be bullshit, but it's still a cool idea to think about. Having like servers in space.
Because then they can't be fucked with, or what's the benefit?
They can't be fucked with.
And they're running on solar
Way
power.
harder to fuck with them.
Like legit solar power.
Yeah. They could run on solar power, just unfiltered solar power. No atmosphere to get in the way.
And if they're in a static or stationary orbit, then they would only get it certain hours. But if they had certain orbits, they could be in the sun like most of the time.
Yeah. And you could have like a network of them.
I'm ready for that.
That
kind
would
of
be pretty
science.
cool. Yeah.
What about like beaming internet everywhere? Is that happening, or
That's happening.
Like, why don't we have
I
that
feel-
now? We are running a shredded.
Well, in terms of the
Cable.
like developed countries' internet, ours is definitely the worst.
Yeah.
I think
Romania's
South Korea's
way
is like
better. Romania has like fiber optic internet.
and Google has something I forget what it's called. Something Fi. Google Fi. And
Is it like
it's-
100 times the speed, or
I forget what the
1,000
exact
times?
speed is. It might be gigabit.
So like you could download like
You could download a DVD, which is 4 gigs in 4 seconds.
that'd be cool.
Yeah. That would be pretty cool.
I'm down with that.
I mean, transferring to server would just be it'd be instantaneous.
All right.
LISA Observatory, LISA Observatory, might be able to detect dozens of Milky Way binaries. And LISA stands for the Laser Interferometer Space Antenna, which will be launched into outer space in about 15 years.
15.
Yeah. But I guess it'll be looking for other Milky Way type galaxies.
Well, that's going to be a long time before it can do that.
15 years seems like a long time.
But wait. It's going to go to look at other galaxies? But this galaxy is freaking huge. I mean, aren't we...
No, it's just going to be floating around near Earth, but it's going to be looking for other galaxies. It's not going to be going to other galaxies.
Well, it says here that they're listening for aliens with the Carolyn Porco.
Carolyn Porco?
Repeat. Yeah.
Huh. Thousands of black holes are discovered in the center of our Milky Way.
Really?
Yeah.
Thousands?
Yep.
Why not millions? Like,
Right.
what?
They used to, I guess, that doesn't seem like news to me, but I guess they thought it was one giant one in the middle.
But it's of
But
black
it's
holes.
Thousands.
How do they not suck each other in? You're supposed
They
to
probably
be the
do.
science guy here.
They probably do.
Okay, so they're just fighting to be the most black
I mean, it's just
holiest.
wars of gravity wars,
And then they
That's
just
what's
are
happening.
combining all the time. Right?
combining and
So
fucking
then
with
there'll
each
be
other.
two, and then there'll be one.
I mean, there's no escape. You can't escape black hole.
God!
Everything in the universe will eventually be a black hole, I guess,
It almost seems like...
and all heat
Yeah.
will dissipate. So, all heat sources will die out, and all heat will dissipate.
having a universe is such a strange reality.
That's called the heat death of the universe. There's no
Yeah.
more heat anywhere. How are you going to generate heat if there's no heat anywhere?
Yeah.
You got to have it somewhere.
You gotta have firewood or maybe like beans. You can have hard farting or something. Like,
Yeah.
I just, when I go camping and I'm out in the woods and I'm thinking about the eventual heat death of the universe, I'm so grateful that I've got that solar energy stored in that wood, those trees,
Yeah.
for photosynthesis.
Mm-hmm.
And, it just feels like that's going to keep going on forever. It just feels like it, but it really fucking isn't.
Well, if Elon Musk is doing what I think he's doing, he's setting us up for terraforming or at least exploring Mars in a more aggressive way. He's got the Boring Company,
Residing on Mars.
and then you have a brick-making company and an AI company and a power wall-making company.
Yeah.
That's like the infrastructure for colonies.
Uh-huh. For like life.
Yeah, for setting up life somewhere else.
All Tesla needs now, or excuse me, not Tesla, Elon. All he needs is like a automated food production warehouses.
Yeah, like an automated, like a power wall, but it's food.
Yeah.
So it's like a self-contained,
Food creator tool.
like vending machine that just never runs out, like a replicator, basically.
Yeah. Solar.
But you
power.
need to replenish like its raw materials or whatever it uses.
I think it could collect rain and solar power. I think it could be its own greenhouse, and I think it could plant, weed, and harvest, water everything. And I think it could do that pretty easily with or without soil. Either way is fine.
How much would you need per person?
Per person,
human.
Each human,
Like a room like this big?
Yeah, it would need probably one. Yeah, one of these could sustain a human.
And it's
Probably.
all fucking automated. You have like the aquaponics, solar,
Probably two chickens.
rain gathering, 2 chickens, like
Definitely fish. Green-
soil on the top,
No, you'd go like
greenhouse,
glass. Yeah, grease house. I would do a grease house.
grease house.
You have to oil it every so often, but that's fine.
You have to have John Travolta on the door.
That's fine.
Picture of him.
I think what they would do really is they would design community or family size. I don't think they would do the individual size now. They sort of have that.
It would
It's
be
called-
the most wasteful. Would be the individual size.
It would be,
like,
yeah.
or the least efficient.
yeah, least efficient. The family size, like the 5-person one,
Yeah.
like would probably be the most.
It's generating like baby food
Mhm.
and like
Protein.
booze for the adults.
Yeah, there's like a grain or a Robo Brew attached to brews beer for
Robo
you.
Brew. We should
Yeah.
talk about that.
Oh yeah,
We
we
should
should
give
talk
them a
about
plug. They should.
Well,
they
that-
should sponsor us.
Well, that fits in the science update.
Please.
I have a science thing I just got as a gift. This is definitely the largest, most prolific gift I've ever gotten from my mom. And I'm very grateful.